have me today. So let's begin at the tops of our mats and then pivot once to the right. Inhale, sweep the arms high and begin to wake up the sides of the body. Feeling free to throw some circles in here if that feels good, just to wake up the sides of the body. On your next inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, take a wide step to the right, lowering the arms halfway. The sides of the feet again are parallel to the sides of the mat, and your arms are strong and straight. The shoulders roll back and down. Core is engaged. Inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, begin to hinge at the hips, lowering halfway. Crown of the head reaches towards the side wall, holding it here. And release the hands to the mat. Begin to introduce some gentle movement here. I like to take it pretty simple here, but you can also throw in some runner's lunges. You can also hold on to opposite elbows and just kind of let the upper body hang heavy. Whatever feels good right now. Remembering to breathe. And when you are ready, put a gentle bend in the knees and place your hands underneath your chin. You're going to be tenting your fingers so that we're activating this whole arm. We're rooting through the shoulders and keeping the back flat. So however much of a bend you have to put into your knees, bring the right hand to your right hip and roll the shoulder back. You'll feel a lengthening through the body here. This is far as you need to go, or you can extend the right hand high and maybe the gaze follows. And slowly release, changing out to the other side. The right hand is tented underneath the chin. Find your alignment and bring your left hand to the left hip, rolling the shoulder back, staying here or extending high. And release. We're going to do a downward facing dog, but with wide legs here. So begin to walk your hands out about 3 feet or so and find your downward dog here. You can put a deep bend in the knees, whatever feels good. Just bring your gaze back between your legs, spreading the fingertips wide and holding it here. If this is a challenge, you can always come down to your forearms as well. And then we'll begin to walk it back. Bring your hands to your hips. Keep your spine straight. And on your next inhale, begin to rise. As you exhale, lower the arms back down to a T and pivot your left toes towards the front. We're looking for a heel to arch alignment. When we bend into the knee, we want to make sure that the left knee does not go over the left ankle. And you want to rotate your left knee out towards your pinky toe to help square off your hips. This way we'll be more so rotated. One of the warriors is like this, but we're just going to be lowering our arms here. The back leg is strong. The toes in the back leg can actually kind of come at a little bit of an angle, whatever is comfortable. It's kind of like finding your downward facing dog. This isn't
an ultra comfortable position in the beginning, but the longer you work on it, the easier this will get. You can stay higher, you can sink lower, as long as the knee does not go past. Your shoulders are in line with your hips, your arms are straight, and your shoulders roll back. The gaze goes just past your fingertips in front of you. So on our next inhale, we're gonna sweep our right hand to meet the left. When we exhale, it's like we're pulling a bow, and then we're gonna go into our exalted warrior. You can rest this hand lightly on the back leg, and then return to warrior two. Now we're gonna bring our gaze to our back fingers and going into a triangle. So the back hand will lift as the front lowers, and the left hand presses lightly against the left knee. The right shoulder rolls back and down, the chest expands, and the gaze goes high. And then we'll return back to our warrior two. Straighten the leading leg, pivot the toes in, kind of shake that side off, and we'll go straight into our other side. Inhale to engage the core, and as you exhale, sink into your warrior two, making sure you have that heel to arch alignment. Arms are strong, and the gaze is past the fingertips. On your next inhale, flip the front palm, reach forward, and as you exhale, come into your exalted warrior. So this is a different way from I did it on the other side. You can see whatever way feels better for you. Resting your hand lightly on the back, or the left hand can come into a little bit of a twist, as long as this left shoulder is nice and relaxed. We'll return to warrior two, bring the gaze to the back fingers, and come into Trikonasana. Rotating the left shoulder down, the chest expands, and the right hand gently guides the right knee open to encourage the hips to stay open. And return to warrior two. Straighten the leading leg, pivot the toes in, and now with control, you're gonna step the right foot over to the left and sweep the arms high. You can do that motion on an inhale, and then when we get here, we exhale into mountain pose. Then we will pivot once back towards the front of the room. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, cactus the arms, expanding through the chest. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, last one. Nice and deep. Now, our alignment for our feet, if you take your two fists and place them in between your heels, that's about hip distance. So we're gonna sweep our hands high and then step the right foot back about 1.5, 2 feet, but keep that hip distance separation. That's what's gonna help you with your balance. Return the hands high, inhale to lengthen, and as you exhale, you're gonna swan dive down towards your left knee, framing the fingertips on the outside of the left foot. The back leg stays straight. The front leg, you can bend into it as much as you need. Then we're gonna compress our forehead to our knee so this is a progressive asana. So we use our inhales to soften and then our exhales to deepen. I'll show you what it should look like. So I like to push through my fingertips to really help round the spine.
Then when you get comfortable with that, it'll feel like a kind of a choke sensation with the thyroid being compressed, but just, yeah, try to stay calm and breathe. And then you'll bring your hands to the front of your left foot. This might be too challenging, and if it is, just take it careful because this is quite a balancing pose. But you'll stay here for just a moment and then round all the way up. Another variation would be to just round up and reach your hands high. Then we're going to come into a light twist. Place your hands on your shoulders. Inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, twist to the left. Staying here, or you can unravel your arms, squeezing the shoulder blades together and expanding through the chest. You can also bring your gaze to your left hand or keep them here. And then we will return. Step the right foot forward and then step the left foot back, keeping that hip distance separation. As we inhale, we lengthen. And as we exhale, we bend into our right knee and bring the forehead to the right knee. The fingertips frame the right foot, rounding through the spine, grounding through the back left heel, keeping that back leg straight and strong, inhaling to ease and exhaling to deepen. Bringing the hands forward in prayer to work on balance and choosing your variation to rise. Release the arms to the tops of your shoulders. Inhale to lengthen. And as we exhale, twist to the right. Releasing the arms if you'd like. And on your next inhale, return the arms high and back to center, stepping the left foot forward to join the right. Take your first water break. We'll go into balancing next. So return to the middle of your mat, facing the front. We're gonna start with eagle. So I'll turn to you so you can see. But we will inhale and sweep the arms high. And as you exhale, drop the right arm and then cup the left elbows together. You can bring the wrists together or place the hands on the shoulders. And then you're gonna, if you have a mirror, that would be great, but you're gonna level out your shoulders. Typically, this would mean that the left has to come higher and the right has to lower, but just so that they're even. We'll do 2 variations of this. So we will start inhaling, and as you exhale, lower the arms back. So this is a real nice stretch to open up your shoulders. If your shoulders are tight at all, just take this as you can. But the idea is that you come straight up with your hands and go into just a very gentle back bend. You'll feel your shoulder blades pull apart. Then as you lower, bringing them back down. And then we're just gonna sit into chair. So bringing the back as straight as you can and the legs parallel to the mat, however low you can go. Holding it here for 3, 2, 1, and release. So this was to work on keeping a straight back and just bending through the knees. Now we're gonna deepen it one more. So shake off your arms, let that go. And we'll actually do that on the left side first before we do the other variation on the right side again. So inhale, sweep the arms high. And as you exhale, scoop the left arm down, hooking the elbows, palms touch or to the tops of the shoulders.
leveling off the shoulders in the mirror. And then inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling, sitting down into your imaginary chair, drawing the shoulder blades back, keeping the spine straight and bending through the knees. And release. Shake it off. So I'll turn towards you to show you this next one. So, same thing with the arms. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, right arm under left, hooking. Inhaling to lengthen. And as you exhale, bend into the knees. Inhale, lift the right knee up and slowly hook it over to the left side. You can set your foot down on the ground to create a little kickstand. Keep your leg next to your calf. Some people are able to even tuck their toes behind, but that just seems impossible. But just staying wherever you are. Your gaze goes past your fingertips. And then releasing. Sweeping the leg out. The arms go high. We'll go straight into the left side. The left arm scoops down and under. Palms touch or come to the tops of the shoulders. Inhale to lift. And as you exhale, bend into the knees. Inhale, raise the left leg high. And as you exhale, bring the left foot over to the right side of the body as a kickstand next to the foot. The idea is that you draw the knee towards the center to help keep the spine right in line, and then sink a little deeper and release. That's a tough one. So take it out wherever you're at. I'm just more so curious as to, how you find these things. So the next one we'll do hands to hips, grounding through the left leg, and then begin to raise the right knee up. I think we've done this one before. Staying here, or you can extend your arms high. We'll hold it for 3 cycles of breath. All of your strength is in your core, and relaxing the lower back, activating the left glute, and we'll release. Repeating that on the other side, grounding through the right leg, bending into the left knee, and raising the left knee up. You want a little bit of a bend in the right knee to help it from, you don't want to lock this leg up. Using your core, the chest is high, and then releasing your arms high if you'd like as well. And release. Coming into a slight backward bend. Place the hands on the low back. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, come into a slight bend. Taking a cycle of breath, rounding through the feet, and using your next inhale to rise back up. Interlacing the fingers, and we'll do the same to stretch out the shoulders, bending into the knees, letting the belly hang onto the thighs, and then bring the hands high, stretching out the shoulders. I love this stretch. Release the hands to the low back, and then slowly come all the way up. Next one is going to be standing bow. We're not going to take it very far, but this is a good one to just start getting familiar with. So in your next inhale, sweep your arms high, and as you exhale, lower the right hand like you're holding a heavy plate. The thumb is pointing to the back of the room. Grounding through your left leg, put a bend into the right, and then scoop grab onto the inside of the right foot so that your thumb is still pointing towards the back wall. Bring your knees and thighs tightly together. Rotate that right shoulder back and down. The left arm reaches high and the palm faces the front. You'll feel, you want like a little bit of a bow in your back. And we'll just stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Shake that out. And we will go on to the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, lower the left hand. Ground into the right foot and bend the left leg, grabbing onto the inside of the left foot. The knees and thighs squeeze together. The left shoulder blade rolls back and down, and the right palm faces the front wall, forming a slight bow in the back. Holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll do one more to help with our balance. This is called awkward. So you want your feet hip distance apart. The hands are straight out in front of you. The shoulders are back and down and the palms face down. Fill your belly up, and as you exhale, come into a chair again, but this time try and come as low as you can. Keeping the chest lifted. And release. Stand back up. On this next one, come high onto your tippy toes. And then bend into the knees, lowering the hips, but staying high. If you want to deepen, just raise up higher onto your pads of your feet. Holding it here, you'll really feel your glutes activate. And release. Come high and let go. That's a good workout. Grab another drink of water. Let's see. We'll be making our way down to the mat after this. Okay, so start at the top of your mat, mountain pose, reconnecting to the breath, and on your next inhale, sweep the arms high, exhale, swan dive down towards the mat, inhale, half lift, exhale, full release. Put a bend in the knees and step the right foot back, yoga lunge. Find your lunge for just a moment, filling up the belly. And as you exhale, plant your palms and step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs here if you'd like. We won't be here long. And lower the knees to the mat. Bring the hands back a few inches. Untuck the toes as we prepare for cat-cow breathing. We'll just do 3 of these. So on your inhale, drop the belly. Lift the chest, lift the gaze, cow. Exhale, round into the spine, cat. Inhale, bend into the elbows. Lift the gaze. Exhale, the gaze finds the knees, cat. One more, inhale. Exhale to cat. Let's actually do 2 more. Inhale. And exhale to cat. Inhale, cow.
Exhale, cat. Return the spine to a neutral position and walk the hands back out in front of you. Bring the knees together and we will lower all the way down, keeping the elbows tightly against the body. Line the fingertips up with the edge of the shoulders and fully exhale. On your next inhale, peel the upper body and lift the hands so that the low back is fully activated.